with our format, let me just briefly run through the main features of what has now become known in Brownian terms as the Paris 5 style of debating. 5 speakers from each side, a government, 5 from the opposition, speak consecutively for a total of 6 minutes each. Speakers may be interrupted in 2 ways. Firstly, by points of information, a question made to a speaker by a member of the opposing team. The speaker may or may not accept the point, but is obliged to accept at least 1 point, and I underline this for the members of the jury, to accept at least 1 point and expected to accept 2 points during his or her speech. It must be made clear if the points are rejected, either by clearly saying, I refuse or I reject, or by making a very obvious gesture to the person asking the question that the point has been rejected. Second possible interruption is what we call a point of order. Point of order is made to the chairman, in this case me this evening, who must accept. It concerns the running of the procedure of the debate, and unlike points of information, is not included in the timing. We also expect a certain amount of audience participation. I believe that a lot of the people here in this audience are aware of what I'm talking about, so let's perhaps try a little attempt to see if we can do it. If you're in favor of what a team or a speaker has said, then you say hear, hear. Yeah. If you disagree with what the speaker or the team has said, then you say shame. Shame. I love that elongated central vowel. Timing is very simple. The 2 co-timekeepers will let you know with a bell. The first minute is protected. You will hear a bell after the end of the first minute. Thank you. Then points of information are accepted, or may be accepted. After the 5th minute, you will hear a similar sound. That means there's 1 minute left. Protected time once more. And after 6 minutes, you'll hear a double version of that bell. And that means the speakers are required to reach as rapid a conclusion as is physically and linguistically possible. After the 10 speeches, I will ask the members of the jury to retire and consider their verdict. The jury is deliberating on 4 main criteria. The first one is content, the second is presentation, the third is teamwork or strategy, including interruptions and points of information, and the 4th is overall impression. I would just like to emphasize, to underline, to highlight, and to stress the fact that this is not a competition of level of English. What you will hear tonight is absolutely wonderful English, but that is not one of the criteria that is to be judged by the members of the jury. At that stage, when the jury has retired, the motion will be thrown up into the House, and hopefully, if we have enough time, some of you members of the audience will have an opportunity to ask questions or make speeches. All this talk is very well, but the great Chinese philosopher Guillaume Kai once said, "Ibe Peijiu," translated roughly as, it took me a long time to work on that one, I can tell you. Roughly as, words are also actions, and actions are a kind of words. You have come for action, ladies and gentlemen, and so we will open the arena to our oratorical gladiators this evening. Let us move to the motion at hand. A quotation from this year's sponsor, Samuel Beckett. This House believes that words are all we have. It is with great pleasure that I now call on the first speaker to propose the motion.